My favourite Killers song, The Killers, was always All These Things That I've Done. I loved it since I first heard it. And it's a great film clip too. But I've been watching it a few times lately, more than a dozen times, and the last few days, and I'm really starting to get the gist of it. The lyrics are immense. That's the best word I can describe them. Inspirational doesn't quite do it. Immense. You don't actually, when you type in the name of the song, the band name, and lyrics afterwards, you usually get the lyrics on the top from Google. But they don't. I don't know why that is. It's strange. The other thing, another strange thing is Kings of Leon Revelry. The video for that is, I can't find that. Sort of a shots of the skyline, whether there's some sort of dispute, legal dispute over that. Kings of Leon Revelry. That's probably my favourite song in the bucket of theirs. Can't find the Revelry film clip. Disappeared. But back to the Killers, and I really did like that song. It's always been my favourite song of theirs. And I sort of really getting to grips with it. It's very sad. It's extremely sad, the film clip. Because the killer slut, the one that was his girlfriend, throws a big boomerang, of all things, at him and whacks him on the head. And he drowns in the shallow pool. It's the only bit of water there. It's very unlucky. It's very existentialist, really. Yeah, Brandon Flowers, he dies in the shallow pool. And she walks away. The thing is, she could have saved him easily. After she hit him on the head with the boomerang. She could have saved him, very easy to save him, but she walks away, and it's very sad. And horrible, really. And it's very strange. They make a stand. Early in the film clip, they come around. The killer sluts, the group, the gang, come around and the corner in their Cadillac, and they're blowing kisses and waving their tits at the guys, and they turn their backs. And I've been a bit like that lately. I'm sort of trying to break the spell that the thoughts have over us blokes. It's very difficult to do, because I've had problems with these women. The English one and certain other people, and this woman and that woman. And I had the drama with the Kutna woman. I sort of told her off a little bit. So it's sort of, I see it as a little bit personal, really. And so they go to war, actually, in the end, with the boomerangs, and they attack the gang, the killers. The killer sluts go on after the thing. They don't really fight back. They run away, sort of. And near the end of the film clip, they come sort of falling out like angels from heaven. They're sort of the angelic ones, and the killer sluts are the devils. Devilish sort of slutty women, sort of luring them into sin. And Brandon Flowers says at the end, the last call for sin. This would be the end of sin. So I'm taking that sort of to heart. Sort of my battle with sort of certain people who won't be named. Sort of a battle with yourself, isn't it? Yeah, poor old Brandon Flowers. She donks him on the head with the boomerang and walks away. It's very sad. So, yeah, that's sort of the battle, isn't it? That's sort of very much describes the modern life. All these women sort of waving their bits and pieces in front of your face on the internet. we sort of got our backs and we're sort of fighting back a bit. They smashed up their sign. That was a bit of a drama. They jumped on the sluts bit. Sluts. They jumped on the sluts. They were it's a bit like They Live, where the black guy and Nada, they were having a huge brawl and they were really fighting over their homosexual urges. That was what they were actually fighting against on one level. And so the killers took a stand against the sluts and smashed up their sign. There's a bit where Flowers, he's carrying it like Jesus, the killer slut sign. He's sort of at Calvary, really. And when they start throwing the boomerangs, he whacks it into the ground. He makes a statement. I am here. I exist. He just whacks it into the ground. That was sort of a statement, standing his ground. It was sort of a philosophical statement. So that really does sum up sort of some of my struggles with these women. Cutting a woman dancing around. I said she was cute and she blocked me on Instagram. And Grace Power asked her out on a date and she went berserk, completely berserk. Completely insane. These women are sort of, I think she does the pole dancing. She's sort of gets in her pants and jumps around, and Cutting her sort of the same when they're dancing and all sorts of things. All these women and other people, can't be named, putting their bits sort of in your face all the time, and you've sort of got your back turned and you're trying to fight against it a little bit. And in the end, I suppose I'm going to be Brandon Flowers with my face in the water. That's the wretched of the earth, the filth and the scum that we are. And certain people throwing the boomerangs at us. And that's just how it is. Maybe they can't help it. I'd say about sort of the unmentionable sort of woman, she can't help being the way she is. She was born that way. That's culture, upbringing, environment, genetics, and she can't help being a bit sort of sadistic. So I see myself in that. Sort of a little bit self-indulgent. He cheated on her, so maybe he deserved it again. Maybe I deserve it just a little bit, but probably other people don't, like I said. So that really sort of sums up the modern world and sort of the general and the particular and the particular and the general synecdoche of me, perhaps, online. My online relationship with these tots, the killer sluts. So I can see myself a little bit in that. It's a little bit self-indulgent. So, and maybe he deserved it a little bit. He was not innocent. And I'm not innocent either. But I think it's a fascinating parallel. And something very relevant to our age.